My name is Susan Brankoff. I'm 69 years old. I was born on March 9th, 1948.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a town near Nashville, Tennessee until I was 9 years old.
Can you describe it?
It was beautiful. It's green and lots of trees and lots of water and places to fish and a very, very pretty place.
Where did you live after you were 9 years old?
We moved to California and lived in Anaheim and grew up in Anaheim till I graduated from high school.
Did you ever have an experience with prejudice, bullying, or injustice?
I did. I watched it happen in Tennessee, and that's one of the reasons we moved to California. The black people weren't allowed in the school that I went to. They had to go to the back of the bus. They couldn't eat in the same restaurant. They couldn't drink out of the same drinking fountain. And it was very, very sad. We didn't understand it at that age, but my father kept saying, everybody is equal, and you have to remember that.
Did you ever have a personal experience with prejudice?
Well, my friends in Tennessee, their parents were very prejudiced and would talk about black people in a very degrading way, and that's what led us to leave Tennessee and the South.
Okay. Have you ever traveled outside of Tennessee and California?
I have. In Tennessee, we used to take vacations to Florida, and one of our Florida trips in 1955, we took a short trip over to Cuba to see what that was like, not knowing that in a few years later you couldn't even go back to Cuba. That was interesting. And then later in life, after moving to California, I became a flight attendant and got to travel quite a few places in Mexico and Hawaii and all over the United States. Also, European, we had relatives in Sweden, so my mother and I went to Sweden to visit great aunts, and we went to Holland, and with my mother-in-law I went to France and England.
Did you have a favorite place that you traveled to?
Well, we went to Mexico a lot of different times. We went to Zihuatanejo, Ixtapa, Mexico City, Acapulco, and Cabo San Lucas. And it's so close and so pretty that I think that's my favorite.
The final question is, what are some of the most important life lessons you have learned?
Well, I think an important lesson is how important family is and friendships that last a long time, and also honesty and being truthful is very important.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.